Yo, what's happening everyone? Mr. Premps here, and today I thought I'd do something a little bit more fun. With the battle kicking off in Wano, I wanted to take a look at both sides in this war and make a decision on who I think the top 10 strongest characters are in this battle. Now before I get started, I always said that if I was to create a YouTube channel, I wouldn't be a One Piece power scaler, but honestly when you are so immersed in this story, it's almost hard not to become one, so here we are. Oh, and the last thing before I get started, make sure you like the video and subscribe, as I'll be bringing you One Piece content at least on a weekly basis. Okay, so at number 10 I've gone with Zoro. Now this is no small feat in itself, and I know there's some Zoro fanboys out there that are going insane right now, but the sheer quality of characters in Wano right now makes it ridiculously competitive. And when you look at some of the guys that I've left off this list, I'm sure you'll understand why. Now Zoro is indeed strong. He's the right hand to Luffy, who's the future pirate king, and is the future world's strongest swordsman. It's always hard to scale Zoro because we know he's strong, but he's literally not been challenged post time skip, which makes it hard to judge his actual true power. I'm actually going to drop a shameless plug to a video I did on Zoro recently, called What We Need from Zoro and Wano, and this will explain on this more. Now I'm sure we will see an intense fight from Zoro in this war, and so by the end of Wano he'll definitely shoot up this list. However, for now, number 10 is where he ranks. At number 9 I've gone with Queen, which some of you will probably disagree with, as you're all probably thinking, well, Zoro should be higher than Queen. But as I mentioned, post time skip, Zoro has a lack of feats, which is why he's behind Queen. Now Queen himself hasn't been that impressive, and right now he's only this high on this list as he's second commander to Kaido. However, there are hints of feats for Queen, such as why does Ulti want to take him out, and why Who's Who wondered which one of them would replace him if he was taken out. Is it because he was the one to take out their former pirate crews, and was the one to bend their wills in Udon prison before they ultimately gave up and joined the Beast Pirates? We saw evident feats from Kaido's third in command, Jack, such as fighting Neko and Inu and then attempting to free Dofi when he was captured. So if we look at rank and it is indeed that Queen is stronger than Jack, we can only imagine how powerful he may be, and for that reason I have him at number 9. Now number 8 on this list is Trafalgar D. Water Law, and this goes down to his broken devil fruit abilities. As a member of the worst generation, we've got to hold Law to a high standard, and Law, who was supposedly meant to be a rival for Luffy and a member of the D family, that alone infers he should be taken seriously. I understand many people may be upset with how Law has been portrayed recently, looking like a backup dancer for Luffy, but to be fair, he's not a brawler and he's actually a doctor, so his abilities are just a bonus. If you don't believe in his physical strength, there's no denying the damage his devil fruit can do. Gamma Knife itself is a move that will take out most of the top tiers in One Piece, and it was just unfortunate for Law that Dofi's abilities literally were able to counter these effects, but he's the only one with that ability, and for that reason Law rightfully owns his place as number 8 on this list. Now number 7 on the list is X-Drake, which might infuriate a few people, and I understand he's a member of the Tobiropo, so how could he quite possibly be higher than Queen, who's a calamity? And the reason is because of my agenda. But seriously, I really do hold Drake to such a high standard, and we saw on Sabodi, he was able to stop a Rujan killer with ease and was able to temporarily tussle with Kizaru in order to save Hawkins and Aruj. I can go into detail on X-Drake, which I won't, but he's always seen to have a purpose, which I never quite understood until the Marine Special Forces sword reveal, and honestly that confirmed how strong Drake was to me. And if you don't believe he should be here, let me know and we can discuss further, as I'm always up for a debate. Number 6 on the list is Eustace Kid, who is also a member of the worst generation and captain of the Kid Pirates, which actually includes another member of the worst generation, which is Killer. Now in terms of feats, we know that Kid had encounters with 3 of the 4 Yonko and lived to tell the tale. He lost his arm to the red hair pirates and states he got what he needed from the Big Mom pirates. He was captured by the Beast pirates and put in Udon prison, and his will never broke. Oda has portrayed Kid as a direct comparison to Luffy, who is the main protagonist, and he too possesses the Conqueror's Haki ability, and is likely to be a key figure in taking out Kaido. During the 2-year time skip, we know Kid went straight into the New World, and if it is true that your Haki blooms in tough fights, Kid's been in many of these fights, and his Haki most certainly has bloomed. Oda portrays Kid as a truly lively and aggressive character, and this gets him that number 6 spot on this list. Now number 5 on this list is our boy Luffy, and this is a direct follow on from Kid. I mentioned the comparisons Oda has portrayed of the two, and Luffy being the main character means we've got to see his journey throughout the story, with his most recent accomplishments defeating Dofi and Dressrosa and success in Whole Cake Island, to the extent that Big News Morgan considers him the 5th Yonko. It's only fitting that he makes top 5 on this list, and I don't think much more needs to be said on that. Now number 4 on this list is King, and I can see why many people might disagree with this, as recent chapters may suggest that King is actually Sanji's or Zoro's fight. Now King has looked extremely competent so far and been extremely quick to react to situations, which is a massive positive on his behalf. It was really tough putting King above Luffy, as this might suggest that King is actually stronger than Katakuri, which I won't speak on, as I'm sure I'll do another video on this at some point. But really, I take into consideration that Luffy actually beat Katakuri on a technicality. I'm of the small proportion of people who understands that Luffy wins because of the plot, and taking on top tiers who have been around for years should be tough in reality, but Luffy manages to find a way. Now if you were to ask me who would win in a fight between Luffy and King, I would confidently say Luffy, but this will be due to his Haki blooming within the fight as it did with Katakuri. However, as of right now, I'll stick with King at number 4, but this is extreme diff. Number 3 is a direct follow on from King, and that's Marco. Now Marco is the former 1st Division commander of the world's strongest man and the absolute GOAT that is Whitebeard. Our first introduction to Marco was Shanks' arrival on Whitebeard's ship, where Shanks acknowledged how strong he was and asked him to join his crew. The next time we got to see Marco was really at the Summit War in Marineford, where I personally believe he had quite a strong showing, looking out for crew members and tussling with admirals in between. I think Marco gets quite a lot of stick for his showing here, but this was all prior to Haki being shown to us, and with the Sea Stone cuffs and everything that went on, Marco was absolutely nerfed. Now we know Marco and the remainder of the Whitebeard pirates took on the Blackbeard pirates during the time skip, and they were overwhelmingly defeated. However, this shouldn't take anything away from Marco. Clearly he's perfectly fine, as we've currently seen, and with the Blackbeard pirates hunting devil fruits, I'm pretty sure that Marco's one is one that they would have on the list if they could have it, and clearly he wasn't taken out for them to be able to attain this. Marco is a powerful character with absolutely insane regenerative powers. I truly believe his power earns him this 3rd spot on the list. We're into the top 2 of this list, and I may be being a bit controversial here, but I'm going with Sanji. Psych! So there's 2 Yonkos in Wano right now, and that's Kaido and Big Mom. So who takes the top spot? This is just my personal opinion, but we've seen Big Mom be made a clown of multiple times. She's taken loads of L's, and on the other hand, we've got Kaido, who's been referred to as a beast of a thing. And as they say, 1v1, bet on Kaido. So surely he's got to be number 1. However, I've got him as number 2, and Big Mom at number 1. We've heard the rumours in One Piece, and I think it's worth mentioning that he's lost 7 times in battle, been captured 18 times, and had people attempt to execute him I think around 40 times. And even though the maths might not necessarily add up and I might be wrong, we've been told that he's been trying to die. But quite frankly, not only has he been captured, but we've seen him take damage. Big Mum, however, has been an absolute monster since a kid, taking out giants as a kid, and in Whole Cake Island, quite frankly, she couldn't even be damaged. So although she does have her massive issues, she's truly a monster and deserving of the #1 spot. So I guess that brings the list to an end, and it's truly sad that there are so many characters I've left out. But let me know if you think I've got it wrong, and who your top 10 characters in Wano are. As always, shout out to everyone who's made it this far. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so you can get notified when I drop more content just like this. Safe.